With the expansion of the vaccinated travel lanes, the overall quota for such travellers will be raised from 6,000 to 10,000 daily. They'll only need to be tested for COVID-19 in lieu of quarantine. Gwenatia reports.
The vaccinated travel lanes of VTLs for India and Indonesia will begin from November 29th. Those from Qatar, Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates will begin from December 6th. This brings the number of countries with quarantine-free travel to Singapore to 21. The Transport Minister says these countries had contributed just under half of the total daily arrivals at Changi Airport before the pandemic. The new quota of 10,000 VTL travellers a day will restore a quarter of this volume. The extension of the VTL scheme comes as some countries and regions reimpose border restrictions on travellers from Singapore. For instance, one VTL country, Denmark, has imposed quarantine. South Korea is also not allowing those who have recovered from COVID-19 onto the flights, even if they are fully vaccinated. In response to these measures, Singapore's COVID-19 task force says it's normal for countries to impose restrictions. The pandemic situation continues to evolve around the world with the risk of new variants and waves of infection. And it says this means Singapore must also be prepared to adjust and even cut VTL arrangements as it looks toward a careful and calibrated reopening. For now, however, the task force feels that the VTLs have not led to a spike in infections in Singapore.
Infection rates have been going up across Europe, but so far the infection rates are comparable to Singapore. You're not looking at infection rates that's way surpassing Singapore. The Netherlands have surpassed Singapore by a slight margin, but the rest are in fact comparable, in fact lower. But more importantly is the assessment that in Europe, it is really a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
In what may kickstart recovery, a major event in Singapore's tourism calendar may be making a comeback. Transport Minister S Iswaran says discussions are underway to renew the term of contract for the Singapore Formula One night race. The contract was due to expire this year, but the race was cancelled last year as well as this year due to the pandemic.
Events such as the Formula One generate significant economic benefits and global branding value for Singapore. They invigorate Singapore's events calendar, they build our international demand and also support job creation and businesses. So for all these reasons, as we gradually ease measures and reopen our borders, we are also working towards a phased resumption of such international events with the essential safeguards which are informed by the public health assessment.
The task force co-chair Gan Kim Yong also says a land VTL with Malaysia will be announced in the next few weeks. This after both countries said they would be launching a VTL air link from November 29th.